me. Looks like my sound is working. Looks
All
like
right,
you're coming through.
now that the stream's live, I'd like to make a public service announcement.
Yeah.
Okay, Plunder Panic is dead. That game is dead.
Magic the Gathering. I have one here. Is it MTG? MTG upload fan. There we go.
Yeah, I can see your face on the stream.
You
should share your stream in Discord so
so you can see it. Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll do that.
Live action.
Yeah. That should work, right? You getting that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting that.
Oh, Lyrics is here. Lyrics is here. Lyrics, have you played Magic the Gathering? That's a question I will start with here.
I'm ready to understand nothing.
So I assume that means you haven't. All right. So I will add in Joyra first. I don't have any crazy special art for her. I don't even know if there is. All right. Here's Joyra. I don't believe that there's any crazy art. I'm not entirely sure. But this is my commander for the deck that I am bringing. Tried and true. I've used her for, I don't even know how many years now. The UI of this has changed a little bit, but I'm going to set her as the commander.
Corey, why don't you give Lyrics here a quick rundown of what Joyra does and how you win?
Can I click on it? Is it going to expand if I do that? It doesn't look like it. Let's see if there's a way that I can look at it a little closer. There we go. So, Joyra here, whenever you cast a historic spell, I almost tried getting into it with the Warhammer Commander decks. I got all those as well, and I have wanted to build the black, white, blue one for a while now. That one is a cool commander. I forget what he does. He does something with like tokens, and he's just like broken as hell. But yeah, Fallout ones are tempting me. We're going to be using these decks at a convention called PAX East 2024. And at that convention, I plan on playing a lot of sealed Fallout set games. Those will be up on the PAX vlog that hopefully gets made when we go there. But back to Joyra for a second. I'm getting sidetracked. I love talking about I could talk about Magic forever. I'm an infinite pool of Magic jargon.
Now, while we're on the subject, you guys might want to tune in and watch that PAX vlog, which is uploaded to the Superbench 45 channel.
We got 2023 up. But we're making 2024, obviously. So for those who don't know, who don't understand the game, aka Lyrics, whenever you cast a historic spell, that is artifacts, legendaries, and sagas, you get to draw a card. Any commander that lets you draw a card off of something you already want to do goes into that competitive section. You know, they're sitting in the back of the class. Nobody likes those guys because they're too good. So Joyra here is...
Drawing's very powerful.
Drawing is like the one thing. If you can get your commander to either draw cards or somehow go infinite with another card, that makes a competitive commander. So I'm going to open up my little box here. This is my deck box. This has Joyra in it. I've heard that the PAX vlog is the best one to ever be made. Tungles ain't lying. Tungles ain't lying. Before you shout me out again, yes, I like the stream. Everybody else in here better do that too. Or I'm finding out who isn't. I'm going to find out.
Oh.
So Joyra here has a, if you can see that. Yeah, that comes out pretty well. You can see that it has that crazy border on it compared to the one that's currently on your screen. Yo, dick. I got a custom like card sleeve that puts a border onto the commander. And it's got Black Lotus sleeve on the outside of it. I know it's a shitty sleeve, but I mean, Joyra's not expensive herself. She's probably like $1. What does it say? Yeah, like it's $4. That's actually more than I thought. $4 for this commander, but it's because it's been printed so many times. So let's see what we got first. Okay, so this is the first card that I have for Joyra. It's Seat of the Synod. It's in another language because I'm sick like that. But let's add the regular. Let's see if we can add the Japanese. Is that Japanese? Yeah, I got that from a commander deck. I remember. I bought it as a Japanese commander deck, and I wanted to use that art.
Look at that printing. That's beautiful.
Seat of the Synod. Let's see if I can find... If I can get the... this is like a $3 card too, huh? Only TCGI plays Pokemon. I used to play a lot of Hearthstone. Yeah, we got a Hearthstone in chat too.
I used to play a lot of Hearthstone as well. Okay. What expansions did you play in?
Set deck image? No. I want to... You used to be able to change... Oh, here's the printings. But I don't think it changes. You got to go to
Moxfield, man. Moxfield has all the printings.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This also has all the printings, but I can't change the language on it. I wanted to see if I could do that. I can't. So we got Seat of the Sun out here. I got to remember the name of that card because it's in Japanese and I might forget it. I'm going to be honest. I might forget it if we play in a tournament. But we'll see. Am I blocking anything important with my face? I don't think I am. All right, what's next? We got Mana Drain. Good old Mana Drain from Commander Legends. We'll toss that one.
That's a good card.
No crazy art for that. I think I probably do have one. It's just in another deck, so I might have to toss it in here. Old Gods and Ungoro was a big Dreadsteed Warlock main.
So, Dreadsteed... do you mean the Dreadsteed, the 4-mana 1/1 resummon, and you'd combo it with Defile to clear the entire board? So, Corey, for you don't know, Defile was a 2-mana card that would deal 1 damage to all minions, and if it killed a minion, it would cast again. And Dreadsteed was a 4-mana 1/1 horse card.
I didn't think you were about to say horse card. I thought you were going to say something else.
And when it dies, it resummons. So when you combine it with Defile, it would go infinite and just clear. It would happen a million times, which Hearthstone is hard-coded to stop it after like 37 times to not break the game. But yeah, back before it got nerfed, that was a very good good combo. Now they changed Dreadsteed to only summon at the end of your turn, specifically because of that combo. All right, continue.
So I have the Mirrodin printing of a leveler here, not foil. Which is actually, that's interesting. No, wait, this one is more if you foiled. Sometimes cards are actually cheaper non-foil. But in Leveler's case, it is not. When it comes into play, you remove your library from the game. Very good card if you have the Merfolk lady. Why can't I remember?
Thassa's Oracle.
Thassa's Oracle. I can't believe I forgot that name. But yeah, if I can just remove my deck and then draw, I mean, I win the game with Leveler. That's why it's in there. It's probably not on everybody's competitive list. I really don't look at anybody else's competitive lists.
I'm in the Joyra Discord.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the primer real quick, and I'm going to compare your cards to them.
Yeah, I don't know if people run Leveler, but I like running it. It's just like, it's almost a backdoor type of card. I don't know. But I mean, if I'm playing Joyra, people are going to try and counter my artifacts anyway. So we have Sulphur Falls foil. What set's that from? That's from Dominaria. Sulphur Falls foil from Dominaria. Let's add it in here. Sulphur Falls. Come on. Sulphur Falls. No, we got to change the art on that. Dominaria. Lost Caverns. I forgot that it came out in that. And it came out in Fallout, huh? Dominaria Master, Dominaria foil.
It's not the shock lands, but it's still a dual land.
Yeah, it's one of the dual lands. The foil Zendikar land. Look at that. It's actually keying it out because it's so blue. But yeah. That's what is it? Zendikar remaster. I don't know if I want to do this for every island, but I might. Alright, island. Oh, those are cool. What's that from? Modern Horizons 3 lands? Those are sick. If there is a website that play the game and use all the cards for free, I'd love to try and learn Magic. There's Magic the Gathering Arena will do that. But for Commander, you're going to have to use Cockatrice. They don't do Commander, and they don't have the Warhammer cards on Arena, but I mean the Necron Commander deck. Big Warhammer nerd with a painted Necron army. Yeah. Is he the mono black deck?
Who?
The Necron? I bet he is. It's only showing 40. Give me all printings, baby. All right, let's see if we can find the Cup Island. Is this in release order? I think it actually is. So let's go find Zendikar. What the heck do you mean you can't give me
But
one?
if you're coming from Hearthstone, Magic Arena is a good. It's a pretty good segue into Magic: The Gathering.
Zend. Oh my god, this is like going crazy.
Man, look at all those.
Maybe it actually gives it to me here. Where is the cups? Why is it giving me all these when I put Zen? Car. Alright, shut up. Why is it giving me so many errors? Just give me it. There we go.
The cups.
Cups. Give me the cups. Give me the cups. Give me the cups. Still not there. Zendikar. Return 2, maybe? Will that give it to me?
Let's find out.
Man, this like everything's going crazy.
The cups, the cups, the cups. Everybody got the cups, the cups.
I can't believe I'm looking for the art of an island right now. Okay. It doesn't want to give it to me. I'm not doing the art of the islands. Unless it's something sick. Alright, so we got tried and true Cyclonic Rift. I don't have any crazy art for this, I don't think. I do not believe I hold that in another deck. So Cyclonic Rift, is this the right one? It probably isn't, right? Yeah, it's the new one. I don't want the new one. I want the
Ravnica remaster.
I got Return to Ravnica.
There you go.
Last time I played MTG was, I think, either you or on the X. No, we played for sure. You have your blue-white commander deck. We actually played. Krark Clan Ironworks, baby. Infinite combo bait.
Woo!
Let's toss it in. I don't know how many printings there are of this. Krark Clan Ironworks. Yeah, I mean, it's a $38 card, so I doubt that there's almost any reprints. That is the right set, too. Sacrifice an artifact, add 2 mana. So, obviously, in a deck that plays a bunch of 0-drop artifacts. You get mana from them. You put them in the graveyard and then take them back. That's the whole idea with the Infinite, with that, is just grabbing them again. Cards like this. Herbal Poultice. There's a lot of cards in this deck that are just dog shit and worth nothing. This is one of them. Herbal. The only good part of it is that it's a 0-drop artifact and that triggers Joyra. It's 35 cents.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, and you need it in the deck. It's like so people build competitive decks like, and they're usually super expensive. I think Joyra is a good deck that you can build very cheap and make it competitively viable.
It has a great budget option to it.
I think I might have a crazy art for Everflowing Chalice. I will have to check, but not currently in the deck. So
the only thing you're missing in this deck that's expensive is the heavy artifacts and the dual lands.
Yeah, and that stuff is like otherworldly compared to everything else expensive.
Yeah, like... Oh, you're also in blue, though. You're missing, like, Transmute Artifact. You're missing Wheel of Fortune.
Great Furnace, another land. Let's toss Great Furnace in here. What printing is that? That's Mirrodin.
Great Furnace.
So these lands are designed to boost my... oh my god, that art looks crazy. That was from... Oh, Brothers of War Commander. Okay. Where... Mirrodin. These, the Seat of the Synod and Great Furnace. Actually, my Seat of the Synod, I don't think is from Jumpstart. It's from the Commander decks. So let me change that. Sometimes that actually changes the price. Commander 2018, I believe, right? No, it was Commander 2016. But my little artifact cards there are to boost things that get boosted by artifacts. So that's why they're there. We got the Flying Ornithopter. Arguably one of the better 0-drops in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Flying creature at 0. I don't know if I have a crazy art for this. I'm definitely going to have to check. I don't know how many there are. Brothers War Retro Artifacts. I might have some of those. I probably have those. Where are we going? We're going to M15, baby. I passed it. Magic 2015. I believe that most expensive card I own is a full art Team Plasma Dialga. Oh, that's for Pokemon? I am out of the loop on prices for Pokemon cards. But this new app that they released, I might have to start playing it. Because, like... Also, you know what? Maybe I want to expand this a little bit so you get closer to the cards. Let me try it. I also don't want to cover them up, though. So, keep them down there. Let's see. How does this look? If I go to do this. Yeah, you still see it all. Okay, you're just a little closer now. All right. Oh, here we go. This is the pride and joy of this deck. The Jeweled Lotus. Woo! The full art Jeweled Lotus, baby.
Look at that art.
Pulled on this channel. I don't think it's foil, right? It's just the regular one. Just the regular one. One of the few cards in this deck that is double sleeved.
And you pulled that.
I pulled it on this channel. Yeah, you can go back and see me freak out about it. Jeweled Lotus.
I remember that video.
Let's see what this tells me the price is at here. Commander Masters. Does it tell me the number 0702? It's probably this one. Yeah. Almost at 200.
Woo!
Look at that.
Want it.
That's a pretty card. That is a pretty card. It's not foil, but I mean, I was still going crazy when I pulled that thing. All right, we got another shitty 0-drop that has the old art like border on it. Mishra's Bauble.
Mishra's Bauble's good though.
Yeah, it's one of the better like usable 0-drops.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a come on, where'd you go? Mishra. Yeah, that should... Oh, there it is. God damn it. Mishra's Bauble. There we go. Let me change the art on this bad boy. This is the list version. I want the Brothers War Retro Artifacts version. Does it give me the number? Oh, yeah, 34. So this is the right one. Puts the price up a little bit of it. Think my card is worth $40, $50. I can send you a picture of it. Yeah, send it over. Probably looks fire. Oh, we got the other Bauble here, too. This one's Urza's Bauble. That one is an old card. An old, crappy card. Urza's Bauble. Oh my god, that's $7? What the heck? Is that the right version?
There's no way. Oh, yeah.
It might be. I can't tell.
It is $7.
Let me see. 1997. This one's 1997. Yeah, so this is probably it. I mean, this is probably the one that I have. I love this Joe Mama guy, says Tungis. Forbidden Orchard. This one's from the new Double Masters. Forbidden Orchard.
Forbidden Orchard is a nice staple.
I like this card a lot.
I agree.
Whenever you tap it, you just give someone a 1/1 spirit. In competitive Commander, that does not matter.
A 1/1 spirit is as good as
It do not matter.
And you can pick who you give it to, I believe. So, yeah, target opponent. So you just give it to the weakest player or someone that can't utilize creatures. And, yeah.
I was seeing if I could open link, maybe. Oh, there we go, yeah. I can do this with it. So there's Lyric's crazy-looking Dialga. The dragon type thing looks sick. Oh, you can't see this, huh? Because I'm capturing the... I see. What if I do this?
The stream will catch up in a second.
No, but the thing is, I'm capturing the actual...
you're capturing...
So I can't get Dialga to show up, unfortunately.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I could actually do this. I'll save it into downloads, and then I can add it as a image here. Create new Dialga. And now I can take it from my downloads right here, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. There it is. Dialga EX. I know y'all can see that. That's a cool one. What set is that even from? Like one of the newer ones or something? Alright, back to Magic. Back
Look
to
at that
talking
thing,
about
huh?
the competitive viability of giving an opponent a 1/1 spirit, which in the long run does not matter at all, especially in this deck.
It's very and like every once in a while you'll run into a deck that needs to hit you for something, and you just don't give it to that opponent, and yeah, it's great because you got 3 other people.
This is the Soul Ring I'm running. I have so many crazy arts of Soul Ring. I could switch it out, honestly. I don't think this is my most expensive Soul Ring. Black and White Plasma Storm. That's got to be a while ago, though, right? Or it might be BDSP, right? 2011? Oh, that is a long time ago.
That is a zoinky Soul Ring, huh?
Yeah, let's see if we can find this Soul Ring. I don't know if it's the most expensive that I have. Because, where are you, Soul Ring? So there's one from Fallout. This one is from Commander Masters, and we're looking at number 703. And this is foil. So that's 25. What?
Do you run Final Fortune in your Joyra?
Final Fortune, how much is it?
It's $26.
Is that the extra turn one?
Yes.
I don't actually run that.
Oh.
You don't get the untap, right? Or do you get the untap with the extra turn?
Yeah, it just says take another turn.
And
you lose the game at the end of that turn.
I honestly should think about putting it in here. Maybe it's a last minute add when we get to PAX.
Mm-hmm.
Basalt Monolith is next. You know how Basalt Monolith works. I mean,
Basalt Monolith. Okay, so for those of you who don't know at home, Basalt Monolith, what that thing can do is you can tap it, and it will give you 3 mana. But then it costs 3 mana to untap it. So you have a card that anytime you have a trigger that's when something taps, you can use that trigger infinite times by just chaining, tapping it for 3 mana, and then using that same 3 mana to untap it, and then just keep going. So if you have a card that, say, gives you 1 extra mana whenever you tap something, you gain infinite mana.
Yeah, the way that I go infinite with this one specifically, Lyrics, is I untap all of my permanents infinitely, essentially. So as long as I have this and some lands, I can get infinite mana by untapping it over and over again with a combo that I will show you eventually when we get to it. We're going for another land, Prismatic Vista. I don't know if I have any crazy art of this. I might have a crazy one. Not currently in Joyra. I would have to go find it. Sometimes I take the craziest arts out of Joyra because I literally don't use it. So, like, I'd rather have it in another deck to use it. There's a lot of...
It's a very specific time that you can play this deck.
I know. Alright. We move to the next one. Oh, this is a good card, and it's also cheap as hell. Artificer's Assistant here. So let's put it on screen.
Is that the Scry card?
It is the Scry card. Artificer's Assistant.
Look it up real quick.
So
the bird.
It's the bird, yeah. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you scry one. So before you draw with Joyra, you can scry, which means look at the top card of your library to see what it is. So a lot of times with Joyra, you just want to chain 0 drops. So as you're drawing, you go, okay, this card will continue my chain, or this card won't. I'll put it on the bottom, or I'll keep it on the top. That's the idea. You basically get an extra draw with this. In simple terms. I feel like your deck gets crippled from the Warhammer card that destroys all lands. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting... The thing in competitive, if you're getting 4, 5, 6 lands out, someone has burned their entire deck at that point. These games end in like 5 to 6 turns on average, I would say.
I would say you could go even lower than that.
Yeah, but sometimes they go for a long time, sometimes they're very short. So the long time extends the average, I would say.
Yeah. For example, I was playing at a local shop about a month ago, and this guy won on turn 2. Turn 2.
Force of Negation. I mean, I don't think I have the ability to win turn 0 in Joyra, Could definitely do turn ones if I get like the perfect hand and the perfect brain power. But let's put Force of Negation in here. This is the good art, I think, of this. So this was a Modern Horizons poll. Not the list, right? Yeah. Modern Horizons. And no, wait. It wasn't Modern. It says it's Modern Horizons, but it wasn't. It was Modern Horizons 2. So this was like a weird. It does. I don't even think that it's actually showing up here. Let me see what the 940 something like that. Is that what this is? Maybe it's this. Oh no, it's this one. The time shifts. There we go. This is the one I was looking for. So yeah, it's got that crazy foiling to it and a little promo SAR at the bottom. Alright, I think I'm understanding. A lot more fast-paced than Pokemon and Hearthstone. Yes, it definitely is. That is for sure. Let me see, actually, I can move this upwards so we can get some more cards in screen here. Alright. So next, let's see. Yes, people get so mad about this when I'm playing it. Supply Llama. It's the Fortnite Secret Lair card here.
Oh.
Does it come up as Supply Llama? It does. It does. Oh my god. I love this card. I love this card so much. So I got the foil version of the Fortnite Secret Lair. There's a couple of cards I use from the Fortnite Secret Lair. Oh, wait a minute. If I do this now, I can't see this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Fortnite Secret Lair was sick. I don't care what anybody says. This is dope. Ethereum Sculptor is a card that I actually use. Artifact spells cost 1 less. It's an artifact creature, so it's historic. I literally bought the real-life Battle Pass for Magic the Gathering. Yeah, you're right. Ha 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 ha. I definitely have a better art for Rings of Bright Earth, but here's this. This is just a regular version. Rings of Bright Earth. The thing is, I probably haven't updated like the arts with Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. I bet you Lord of the Rings has a Rings of Bright Earth. And that's actually the exact one I was looking for. Did they not Lord of the Ringsify this thing? They must have.
They must have.
Tales of Middle-earth Commander. Yeah, it's in the Commander decks, though.
Right there.
So I probably don't have it.
You didn't buy any of the Commander?
I don't... did I? I might have. I might have bought a Commander deck or two from Lord of the Rings, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. But that's another infinite combo piece. We got a mountain. Let's toss a mountain in here. I'm not going to look for the art for the mountain, though. Here's another 0-drop. Astral Cornucopia. It's similar to the other mana 0-drop there. Let me put it up here. Cornucopia. Let's make sure I have the right one. This one is... I pulled this one from Born of the Gods when that set came out. I've had this card for a long time. So that was what? Born of the Gods was pre-Commander 2016. So I pulled this card. It's like one of the first rares I ever really did pull. Magic Gatekeepers are crying because you have the Fortnite battle print. You're right. I mean, that's what happens. I did hear from a friend that Mr. House Fallout deck is all about gambling, and that seems like the kind of gimmicky deck I'll love. Dude, I mean, Magic is great.
You can do anything.
Yes.
You can make any deck anything in Magic. There's infinite possibilities. Okay, this is another 0-drop. This is a foil 0-drop. Some of the foils are getting keyed out because of my background, but Welding Jar. We'll put this to foil. Just a 0-drop. That's all it is. Oh, here we go. I'm going to go right behind me and get the new art for this that I have. Because I got it from the special set. Good morning, yeah. I'm the valedictorian. Scared of the future when I hop in a DeLorean. Alright.
So, when did you start collecting Magic? I don't collect Magic the Gathering cards. I play with Magic the Gathering cards. That's the difference. A collector wouldn't touch any of these things. I, on the other hand, love holidays because all I get is Magic cards. So this is Mox Opal, which I do definitely need in this deck. There's a Soul Ring and an Arcane Signet in here as well. This is a cool little Soul Ring. An Arcane Signet. Let's see how much this Soul Ring is, actually. So, this Soul Ring here. This is the promo. Let's look for promos. Showing 40 of... Okay. So, promo. Can I type in promo? Magic Online promos? I don't think it's that, but it's 1074. See if I can put in 1074 and it comes up. No, it doesn't like that. Let me see if I can go to all printings and just get it. Is it gonna give me errors? No, it's not gonna give me errors. It's gonna let me look through all these. There's some crazy ones. Like I have this one. This Soul Ring here. That's 20. This Soul Ring is also 20. Do I have any of these other Soul Rings? I mean, I have some of like the really old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool looking. Who is texting me? Get out of here. Put that on mute. I don't have the cat one, I don't think. I don't have any... Oh, wait, no. These are from the Warhammer decks. I have those Warhammer ones. But it looks like...
the Lord of the Rings one?
Lord of the Rings... was this Lord... These are the Lord of the Rings Soul Rings here.
Gotcha.
Here, too. Like, all the Sauron and everything like that. Those are all the Lord of the Rings ones. I started doing all this Magic stuff. When was that? That was so long ago, I honestly don't even know. But what I'm changing here is Mox Opal. I'm putting this new art of Mox Opal in here. So let's go back and... So the Soul Ring we have in here I think is actually the most expensive that I currently own. But we will see. Mox Opal. So that's 94? Jeez. How much is the... Is the Secret Lair? Yeah, this is the one I have. 110? What the hell? Alright, so that's 110. Dang. So the whole box that thing came with was like $200, I think. So that one card is half of it, I guess. I don't know. There's a Soul Ring, an Arcane Signet, and a Mox Tantalite. I don't think I'll use Mox Tantalite because it's the suspend one, and waiting 3 turns in competitive Commander is ass.
Yep.
Gotta make the deck look pretty, helps you win. It definitely does, especially when you got Fortnite cards. I started not collecting. I started playing Magic in whenever Khans of Tarkir came out. That was the set that like just came out when I started.
That set was epic, man.
New Reality Shift art. Reality Shift is a great card. I've always loved this card. Reality Shift. Where are you? So we'll have to change the art. This is the older art that I'm used to when it first got printed. This first got printed in what? Fate Reforged. So that's the set right after the set that I started on. And we are currently in... Was it Commander Masters? Yes. It is 634. It's this one. There we go. Not foil.
Ooh. I can't believe you run Reality Shift.
I love Reality Shift. I think that card's amazing. Exile a creature? Come on.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I
know, but it's like sometimes you gotta exile things. You can't always destroy stuff. You can't always return things to people's hands either and hope that that'll work. When I'm returning things to people's hands, I'm returning my stuff as well usually in this deck because I want to just replay it over and over to draw my whole deck out. We got the foil Oil Slick Island. Let's see if I can find this one. This one is actually worth looking at. I'm pretty sure that I saw it. Where's that Oil Slick? It's pretty recent, so I shouldn't have to go too deep to find it. Lord of the Rings, March of the Machines. It's like right before March of the Machines. See if it's gonna let me go through it. There it is. Let's add this one. Add his new card. Island is already in your deck. Let's see if that worked though. Did it actually make two of them? Oh, it did. Nice. So yeah, this is a separate one entirely. I think that they only come in foil. I could be wrong. Let's see if there's like a non-foil. No, they only come in foil. So this was in a specific Phyrexia All Will Be One edition where you got like an oil slick Phyrexian at the end of it. And I bought probably like 3 or 4 of these because the Phyrexians you pull at the end were just so expensive and so crazy. There's no other way for me to get them. And I actually got the top one. I think it's probably still like $100. Each one I think was like 60 or 80 or something. But they come with the lands inside of it are $6 because it was such an expensive like little subset of oil slick type of stuff. So I use all those islands in this deck. We just pulled another random island there. All right, we got another infinite combo here. Pila Pala. No crazy art for this, I don't think. I don't think that this is a crazy card at all. So this is from the list. I want the original because that's the one I have. Only $2. That's actually not that expensive. But yeah, anything that does the untapping to give you mana, that's a weird card. That shouldn't be allowed. Because that's how you make it infinite. Yep. We got the reality chipped. The jellyfish that lets you play things from the top of your library. So let's get that one.
You always need at least one jellyfish in your deck.
Exactly. If you're not running a jellyfish, it's probably a bad deck. This is 449. We got that somewhere, right? There we go. Full art and foil. The foil price actually doesn't change much at all. That's interesting. But yeah, you can look at the top card of your library at any time. As long as it is attached to a creature, you may play lands and spells from them. So, is a commander deck like a Highlander Hearthstone deck where you can only run one copy of each card and no duplicates? Yes. So, yes. Commander alternatively is called Elder Dragon Highlander. So I think that might have some sort of connection to the format itself, but I'm not sure. Here's my Pact of Negation. So, 0 drop counter.
In Hearthstone, the Highlander, when Kazakis and Reno and the Priest one came out. I know Reno came out before those two, but and they named those Singleton decks Highlander. They were naming them after Commander.
Mana Severance, take all the lands out of your deck. That's another way to just get only artifacts and stuff like that. It's an interesting card. I don't think it really works much in other decks. I could be wrong. It's like $3. This card's like $3. Also my first sorcery so far. But yeah, I just take all the lands out of my deck. So a lot of decks don't want to do that. This one does because you hit all the banger spells. Oh, I forgot that I got this card. I have not gotten to use this card yet, and I am so excited. This is Cloudstone Curio, but it's the Lord of the Rings art. Elisir the Elfstone. I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, I'll be honest, but the art is sick. Cloudstone. It finally got reprinted here. Like, Cloudstone Curio has been so expensive for so long. It's been reprinted again. It got reprinted in Ravnica Remastered. But, it's been so expensive for so long. And I'm so happy I can finally play this card. Like, I can't tell you. I haven't even used it yet. I bought this card when this set came out last year. I haven't even been able to use it yet. Also, to your co-host, they are reprinting Raza for Priest in the next one expansion.
Oh boy. Back in the day, Superbench, you may not know this, but when Knights of the Frozen Throne came out, Priest was given this card, a hero card that changed its hero power. It did a couple things, but you'd combine it with Raza to make your hero power cost 0, and then it would deal 2 damage, and every time you played a card, it would refresh, and you'd just smack people. You'd smack people for 1 million, and it was wild. And I remember when Raza got nerfed. It got put into Wild after it rotated out, and then they nerfed it in Wild. I think they made it cost 1 instead of 0. But that was a couple generations ago.
Couple generations.
Seriously,
This is
like 6 years ago.
This is one of those cards. Return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents you control to owner's hands, and then draw a card for each. Like, this is one of the best cards in the deck, honestly. You're able to return all your opponent's stuff, and especially like treasure tokens and stuff like that. Obviously, they're gonna like get rid of it, but being able to just pop those treasure tokens is really great. And you are able to return all your artifacts to your hand as well. So you draw a card for returning them, then you're going to draw a card for playing them. And you don't have to return everything. You can target everything but Joyra.
Have you thought about ever playing Filter Out in this deck?
What is Filter Out? Is that getting rid of, like,
3 mana.
lands or something?
Return all non-creature, non-land permanents to their owner's hand.
When did it come out?
I have to look.
I can actually look at it on here. Like, I'm being an idiot, I think. It's not a secret layer. What is this? Bring a Friend promo. That's got to be here somewhere, right? Is that Friday night 2013? It is not.
It came out in Aftermath.
Aftermath.
Yeah.
Filter Out. I'll look at it in 1 second. I'm trying to find the right. Is it this one? It is this one. There we go. So this is a Bring a Friend promo. So you got this promo if you brought a friend to Friday Night Magic. As I'm hearing you say about blue, black, etc. decks. So are the colors just a theme for the card, or does it tie into what the card does? So this is breaking into the color pie. It's the thing that Magic players love to talk about. But as more sets come out, the color pie becomes more ambiguous. So, blue spells counter draw, green spells give you mana, get you land, and usually are big creatures. Red is dealing damage with instants and, pinging type of smaller creatures, goblin type creatures. White is like healer and like taxes and stuff like that. And black is killing things and zombies and like dead stuff like that. Graveyard type of effects. That's the basics of the color pie. That's how it's supposed to work in reality. Obviously, things break it all the time. I mean, there's a black counterspell, like stuff like that. But colorless is almost becoming its own part of the color pie. All the artifacts and artifact type of things too. But yeah, that's a conversation for another stream. I'll tell you that. That's a whole other conversation. What was this Filter Out? Let me look at this. Filter Out. Okay, well, now it's in here. Return all non-creature, non-land permanents. Yes, so Filter Out is from... Is it from that weird middle set? I think it is, right? March of the Machine Aftermath. Yeah, so I actually haven't added this to this deck yet, and I probably will. I looked at it and I said, holy crap, that's a sick card. It might be in here. I think I might have actually put it in here because I have a crazy art for it. But I have a pile of art of cards that I haven't gone through yet to put into this deck. So I think Filter Out is in that pile of cards. I just need to put it in here. There's a couple of cards I have to do that with. But yeah, I'll look at that before PAX and everything. Oh, now I'm covering Mana Severance. Son of a... All right, let's do this. Nah, I mean, who cares? You know what Mana Severance is. It's covering the sorceries. I have like 2 in this deck. All right.
Whoa.
Next one. Lotus Petal. This is actually a good 0-drop. It gives you mana. And goes infinite with certain things. So, one of the 0-drops that's actually good. Doesn't happen very often. But Vidalcan Archmage getting all keyed out because it's super blue. This is another Joyra, essentially.
Archmage.
Vidalcan. I spelled it wrong for sure. There we go. This is the... Well, first of all, let me make sure that the Lotus Petal I put in is the right one. It is. Vidalcan Archmage is from Jumpstart. That's the right one, too. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you draw a card. So kind of like classes, but you can mix classes in a deck. Yes, but you can only have red or blue in a deck like this. See, that's the idea behind Commander. Commander dictates what colors you can have in your deck. Oh, this is another card that I haven't gotten to use yet. Academy Ruins. That is put target artifact card from your graveyard on top of your library.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Academy Ruins. And it's a land, too, so... You always love to make sure you can get your land abilities in here. Because having land abilities is great, because you don't have to waste a spot outside of the lands. And with a deck like this, you don't need a lot of colored mana. Because artifacts just produce it.
And because you're playing so many artifacts, you don't need as many lands either, I believe.
Yep, that's exactly true. I'm going to toss in this new Arcane Signet that I got. My girlfriend so graciously gifted me that box. It was the... did I say it already? It was the Convention edition. So like it had like the Arcane Signet and the Mox and everything on top, basically as like a secret layer. And then it gave me a box of mystery booster box, and a bunch of packs from all the recent sets. It was probably like 30 packs. So it was like crazy good value right off the top. Arcane Signet. This is another card. I have so many copies of this card. Mm-hmm. This has to be the most expensive of the arts that I have, though. Like, there's no way it's not. There's not as many of these as there is Soul Rings. Let's see if I can find this one. I'm going too far, I think. Let me just look at all the printings. This is probably a smart way to do it. So, for the crazy arts, I have like all these from the Warhammer sets. I don't have the Infinity Gauntlet one.
Whoa, I didn't even know they had an Infinity Gauntlet one. I gotta get one of those.
This is the one I have. Switch to this edition. And foil. Yeah, so that's like a $20 Soul Ring. Probably the most expensive of all of them. So lands are mana, and you can't... Let me bring this down. And you can't play anything without lands. So you can technically play things without lands. Like, a lot of the cards in this deck are 0-drops. You can play without lands. And the artifacts like this produce mana as well. I just realized that you guys can't see my cursor. But, yeah. Just know that I'm pointing at things on the screen. This is a sick one. This is Gamble. This is a crazy art. One of the secret layer arts. That's one of my favorite arts on the deck for sure. That was like my first secret layer, I think. This was that Gamble one. Because I didn't have Gamble and I wanted it so bad. Secret layer. Yeah, there we go. And unfortunately, I did not get it foil, but it is a sick looking art. That art looks crazy.
It is awesome.
Oh, you can't see it because it's a sorcery. All right, let me get it on screen. This deserves a little bit. I mean, that doesn't even look like a magic card, right? Like, that thing looks insane.
It really is awesome.
All right, we got Mox Amber. This one I bought at PAX last year because I wanted it so bad for this deck. I wanted to pull it from, what's it called? What's the set it was in? Mox Amber was in the Brothers War Retro Artifacts. That's what it is. 35 is the one I have, so it's this one. Price hasn't really changed. I have a lot of the Brothers War type of arts here. Brothers War was a good set. It got a lot of things, better arts, and Joyra especially. That's another island. There's not that many of them in here, as you can see. Here is part of the infinite combo for infinite mana. Untapping all my artifacts. But I can also use this Isochron Scepter. Where are you? This is the art that I have. No, wait, that's the list version. The list will always get you. You can use it to put counterspells under as well. We got City of Brass.
Oh.
This is a nice big old foil version of City of Brass.
Talk about a card that's been reprinted a lot as well.
Yeah. With City of
There's a
Ass
couple
as
of
well.
those.
City of Brass.
City of Brass was actually originally printed in one of the first Magic expansions ever to come out. One of the original Four Horsemen, as they call them.
Really?
Yeah, it's the same set with Bazaar Baghdad.
I definitely
Also
have
this-
the Swiftfoot boots somewhere that I can change for this, but I don't know if I'll find it.
It's also the same set with a couple racist cards that are now banned.
Oh, that's the set that came out with all of those, huh?
Yeah, the stoning one is
Yeah.
from the same set.
Well, it's a good thing that all those cards are shit anyway. So you don't have to worry about it. Anyone who like cries about it is just a loser. Like those cards are ass. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Why anyone even cares? Just get rid of them. Who cares? Ristic Study. Is this foil? It is. This is the. Oh, it's gonna look terrible on screen though. Ristic Study. This is from what's it called? The Enchantment set.
The enchantment set.
Where they reprinted all the enchantments with the sick. That's the first enchantment too, by the way. All the enchantments, Wilds of Eldraine. So this was 25, and it is 4.
Oh, I got the same one.
Man, that thing's
Oh, no, I
$85. That's insane. I love how I can see a Warhammer card and know exactly what it is in the universe and recognize it. Let's make the screen a little smaller now, because we got more cards on it. There we go.
Whoa.
We got more cards. Let me move myself to the bottom as well, where I'm not in the way. Do. There we go. All right. So moving to the next one here. Jessica's Will, classic. Jessica's Will is a classic. Just makes you big mana. I mean, does anyone even really care about the top 3? That's not bad for Jorah, I guess. I've actually used that before. Jessica's Will. Yeah, there's only one printing, right?
Two different printings of Ristic Study and Wilds of Eldraine?
Yeah, they might have done a couple. Like, I don't really know.
Because I know I have the other one, and it's like $90 as well. That's crazy.
All right. Here's... Oof. This is a great looking card. Here's Ancient Tomb. Look at that. That's the... this is the first of, like, the crazy collector's packs cards. Besides, what was that? The Kaladesh. I wasn't all in on the Kaladesh. I wasn't playing Magic, really, at that point. Ancient Tomb. Let's toss that one in. That's not the one I'm currently holding.
That's the one I got.
I have this. I have a couple of copies of this list one as well. This
still expensive.
Yeah, it is. $120 for that one. Is that more? No, that's not more than the Jeweled Lotus. I was excited to pull Ancient Tomb as well. I was like a little kid. It was at the mall. Pulled it at the mall. Training Center foil. Give it up for Training Center.
Let's go.
Training Center. Let's get the foil. The foil one might actually be less. Commander Masters, $358. Let's see. No, the foil one's still more, even though it pringles like a mother. We got the tried and true Laboratory Maniac.
Ooh.
Lab. I almost don't want to run this card. That's like... Because it wins you the game, right? Like, that's what you have to... It wins you the game. It was a rare in Innistrad, huh? But... You have to have it out for a full turn. So you got to have a handful of counterspells to save this motherfucker. Because if you don't, he's dead, and then you lose the game. That's the problem. Or you try and win it like on your upkeep or some shit like that. But
yeah, or you could always throw him out and then just get a draw trigger too.
Yeah, but a lot of the times 3 mana.
Yeah, that's not an easy task.
It's really
not an easy task.
I don't want to keep distracting you, but what do all the card types mean? So, I mean. They do certain things, like within the rulebook of Magic the Gathering, certain cards aren't allowed to do certain things. Like creatures come in with Summoning Sickness, which means they can't attack when they first come out unless they have the haste ability. Artifacts don't come in with Summoning Sickness. So like each card type kind of dictates what happens when they either are played or enter the battlefield. That's really the only reason that they exist. There's sagas, there's vehicles and shit too. Like there's so many card types now. Future Sight also looks terrible with the keying. But this is another one of those jellyfish.
Jelly.
Another
jelly belly.
Another jellyfish. Is this? No, this is not the version I currently have. This card is cheap, huh? I did not expect it to be this cheap. I guess it's a 5-drop. But I mean, this lets you win with a combo in my deck, so I kind of have to run it. It's a 5-drop, but it's worth it to win the game, in my opinion. Like that type of thing.
Mm.
We got another Oil Slick Island. Let's add that to the list.
Oh, boy.
We have Thought Vessel. I gotta have another Art of Thought Vessel as well. Like, there's no way I don't. This is one of those cards that I swapped out because I wanted to try and go crazy on another deck that I actually play. This is like the Commander version of it or something. Where are you? Where are you?
Love Thought Vessel.
Thought Vessel's a great card, especially for a deck that draws this much. No maximum hand size, anything that gives you that. So Reshape, we love Reshape. Anything that tutors for an artifact is broken as hell in this deck, especially if you can just pay 0 for X to search for it. And go find myself a Jeweled Lotus. Reshape.
Yo.
Meant more like what enchantment sorcery mean. So they're just card types. I mean, they just describe again like what happens. Like certain card types, you have to like you can only search for an artifact card with this card. Like the card type describes the card in your deck, and also only lets you search for that certain type of card. I mean, sorceries can't be played at instant speed. Like that, it just changes the rules of the game.
Similar to like in Hearthstone, you have a minion versus you have a spell. Like instant and sorceries are spells in Hearthstone terms, while creatures are minions in Hearthstone terms.
Here's the combo: Dramatic Reversal Isochron Scepter.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't think they've printed anything crazy for Dramatic Reversal. They should. They really should. This is first of all, it's a $1 card. It's a common. That's crazy, huh? $1 common. But they gotta give some love to this card. They haven't printed anything crazy for it. We got another mountain. Put that in the mountain pile. Paradise Mantle.
Whoa.
Lets you tap creatures for mana. But it's a 0-drop. So it's one of the better 0-drops. Equipment, at least. Probably the best equipment 0-drop. But yeah, there's Paradise Mantle. Lets you tap a creature for mana. Oh, here we go. Fierce Guardianship. Foil full art. I cannot stop pulling this card. I swear to God. Out of every card in this set, this is the one I pull the most out of. So it ain't this version. It's Commander Masters 694. We'll go for the foil. So yeah, that's a 91. That's a 90. Pushing 100. Oh, we've got the, is this French? I think. French Island Asola. Might be Spanish. A la tua reserva de mana. I don't know if that's Spanish or not. French, Spanish, and Italian are all like the same. You can't tell the difference if you don't know the language.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the
Very
words are the
similar
same.
Romance languages.
Yeah. Oh. It's the Transformer Secret Lair. All that meets the eye. This is the Allspark. Doubling Cube. It's got 2 sides to it. Oh, that's the worst one so far on getting keyed out. But
let's see it on camera. Oh,
the Allspark. This has got to come up, right? The Allspark. I think it's Spanish. Yeah, I mean, you got a better idea than I do. Why are you not coming up? All right, fine. Doubling Cube. I think I'm not sure if the Fortnite Secret Lair had a doubling cube. I don't think it did. It had something else. This Secret Lair drop. Yeah, this is the one I want. Foil, I believe. No, the one I got is non-foil. But yeah, this came with the Blightsteel Colossus and the other Colossus. Darksteel. Here's Cloud Key. This is another card that just makes artifacts free. But you can also choose other card types as well. Yeah. Creature, artifact, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. So, a little bit of a card you can use for... This is a Lightning Greaves. I stopped in the middle of that thought. It's a card that you can... it has versatility in this type of deck. If I really wanted to play a creature or an enchantment instead of an artifact, I mean... I want to make my artifacts cost 0. I mean, that's the idea. Even my artifacts that cost 3, I want them to cost 0 so I can just start triggering.
There you go.
Lightning Greaves. I probably have a different art of this somewhere. We will have to see. Lightning Greaves. There's like a million arts of this one. This one is the old one that I had. Well, the thing is, I don't actually know if this is the same one that I pulled from like the first Commander Anthology, because I buy this for every deck, so who knows if I got another Commander Anthology version. I think they could do well with a Halo Commander expansion. I'm pretty sure that they do actually have that in the works. I could be wrong. I could have just been thinking of Warhammer, but I think they have an Assassin's Creed one. The Assassin's Creed one will come out soon. Grand Architect. I don't know if there's another art for this one. I definitely let's see. Let's take a look. Is there like a Secret Lair? This is dual decks. Yeah, there's nothing like crazy for this one. This one's my Double Masters version. Not foil. Okay. We got Sensei's. I have a full art version of this. I know I do.
Sensei's Divining?
Yep. Sensei's is how you win with Future Sight, and you just keep tossing them down. You keep playing it off the top of your deck with Future Sight, and I spelled Sensei wrong. Sensei's Divining Top. This one that I have currently is from Kamigawa of some sort. I don't know the set symbols. Champions. But yeah, I can look at the top card of my library, continue to play that, and yeah, I can make it cost 0 with my little Enthusiastic Mechanaut. This is a newer card from Kamigawa. Another Kamigawa card. Enthusiastic.
Mechanaut.
This is a card, when it came out, I was so excited for it. Like, this card does so much for this deck. You play it, you get a draw trigger, artifacts cost 1 less, has flying, is a 2/2. Like,
it's screaming for Joyra, man.
It really, this is just one of the... They were making the set and they said, we need a Joyra card in here. Toss that motherfucker in there. Teleria West. This is the Transmute land, which allows you to look for zero cost cards. So it's basically a tutor for Jeweled Lotus type of stuff. Super good card.
You read this instead of Urza Saga?
I got Urza Saga too.
Oh, okay.
I run them all, baby. I run them all. Here's Codex Shredder. This is a shitty uncommon that actually goes infinite. I believe with... let me get it in here. Codex Shredder goes infinite with... Ouch. If you can play from the top of your library for 1, obviously, you can return it with another card here. I think it's Krark, lets you sacrifice it for mana too. Like, there's a couple of things you can do with Codex Shredder. Play it from the top of your deck and make infinite colorless mana with it. So, it's a shitty little uncommon. But...
He's a funky dude.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can target itself, I believe, with the sacrifice return target card. I got Inventor's Fair. That's another cool land. Card that I don't think I've gotten to use yet either. Because, like, last year I only played 4 games. You don't get to see every card.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember what this one does. Sacrifice it. Search your library for an artifact card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Yeah, so it's an artifact tutor. Yeah, artifact tutors are hard to come by, honestly. You would think that there'd be more of them. But there is not. They do not come around that often. Here is my foil Scalding Tarn. I bet you I got a foil full art somewhere. I have so many red-blue decks. Scalding Tarn gets used up. I was pulling a lot of these cards from Modern Horizons 2. Modern Horizons 2 is one of my favorite sets, for sure. Like, I love Modern Horizons 2. We got Lava Glide Pathway, full art. This is that land that you can either play red on this side or blue on the other. Lava.
Those are always good.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't include those in your deck, I just think you don't know they exist. Is this because it's the secondary side? Yeah, that's probably why. What's the other side?
Yeah, it's a River Glide Pathway.
River Glide is the other side. River Glide.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. I need the art, the full art version. That's on the list? I didn't realize they put it on the list.
Oh.
Good card to pull from the list. Maybe because it's not given a price, so it probably hasn't come out yet. It's probably in the next set or something.
Coming up, yeah.
Shivan Reef. Another land. I'm going through all the lands now. Shivan Reef. As you can see, I do not run many basics, and I don't run many ways to get them. Running all those.
Yeah, you don't run a lot of the fetch lands, do you?
I don't run all of them. No, there's no reason really. I guess you can do the deck thinning thing with it, but like all of the fetch lands I need for this are the ones that didn't come out in Modern Horizons 2, so I gotta wait. We got Scroll Rack. Scroll Rack is real good. I didn't run Scroll Rack for a while. It's always on the chopping block. You know, it's one of those cards that it doesn't really combo off crazy, but if you can get it off, exile any number of cards from your hand, put that many cards on the top of your library, then look into the ones that are on top of your library and put them in your hand, essentially. So you can, if you have enough cards to look through the rest of your deck and find your combos, I mean, that's the idea with Scroll Rack. But you kind of got to get there. And if you're already at that point, you might as well have already won the game, probably, anyway. It's more of like a fail-safe type of card. It's always on the chopping block. We might see that one leave. So this is a new one I also haven't gotten to use yet. Mana Vault foil full art. Is this one foil? It looked foil. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't tell if it's foil or not because it's double sleeved. I'm just gonna say it's not because I don't think it is. But I traded. I think I traded for this one. I could be wrong. Or maybe I traded for the regular version and then I pulled the full art. I don't remember. So this art is $3.94. There we go.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, that is a beautiful looking card. Here's Semblance Anvil. This card's great. It's another reducing cost card. This one does it by 2. Semblance Anvil. What's the goal of the deck again? Infinite spawning tokens, or what's damage? So the idea behind this deck is to draw my entire deck, and there's certain cards in here that let me win off of that interaction. Usually you would lose off of drawing your whole deck, but there's cards in the game that allow you to win off of that. And that's the idea.
It has the text, win the game.
Yeah, you love those type of cards in Commander. Winning the game is always good. We got 52 here. Okay. Oh, this is Pringled to all shit. Fabricate. We love Fabricate. Whoa. That is just an artifact tutor. Alright. Fabricate. That is a secret layer as well. This one was a secret
layer drop.
So, secret layer. Oh, it actually was in 2 secret layers, I think. So, this is 332. And we got that foil. Look at that, though. That's one of those cards that is actually cheaper non-foil. Because it Pringles like a motherfucker.
That's so funky.
Yeah, but look at this. Chrome Mox. That's a pretty cool Mox.
We love that card.
Yeah, this was like my first big pull. Back when
Mox.
Back when that card probably inspired me to run Joyra. The Scientist is one of them. Laboratory Maniac is one of those cards that lets me win the game. But there is another one that you haven't seen yet. So this is Chromox. That's just a regular one. I want the Double Masters 358 foil. That's weird. The foil and non-foil actually don't change the price. Well, I mean, it does on TCG, I think, actually, but not on Card Kingdom. All right. Another mountain. Let's toss that into the mountain pile. We got a new card here that I haven't used yet. Gerard's Hourglass Pendant. This card essentially stops infinite turns. So,
what is this card?
This is an interesting little card. I don't know if people run this. I doubt that they do. So this is a flash, 1-cost artifact. If a player would begin an extra turn, that player skips it instead. And I can exile it, return to the battlefield tapped all artifact, creature, enchantment, and land cards in your graveyard that I would put there from the battlefield this turn. So it's an anti-board wipe. And it doesn't let other people take extra turns.
It's good against Final Fortune, because then they just lose the game.
Mm-hmm. So, this card is niche, definitely on the chopping block. I haven't gotten to use it yet. But the more I think about it, right, like, how many board wipes are people really running? You know?
That's true.
And if they're running board wipes, is it really a single board wipe, or is it just a board wipe effect that keeps on happening? So, like, they've printed so many good cards, so you have a good matchup against mill decks if you're holding all your key cards. Yes, essentially, mill decks, you don't see mill decks really in competitive. And if you do, they're built differently to get around that type of thing. Everybody's running Thassa's Oracle, you know, it's not like an uncommon thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mystic Forge.
There is
again another one of those cards
that you can go into the library and take a card from an opponent and exile it. So if you're running a mill deck, you use that. Steal Thassa's.
Mystic Forge allows me to look at the top card of my library and play it, so it's another one of those Sensei's Divining Tops type of win con. I mean, Future Sight, you know, Future Sight, who knows? Who knows if it stays? There's a lot of cards that I'm going to have to kind of look at. Oh, here we go. We got Urza. He's on the box of the deck. Urza, I remember when I pulled my first Urza, oh my god, I was going crazy. Lord High Artificer. So he's been reprinted so many times now. Commander Masters, Dominaria Remastered. This one is Dominaria Remastered 423. I like this art. This one's a good art. But the first ones I pulled was like the Time Shifted from Modern Horizons. I prefer the full art over the foils, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. We got one of those Mountains Oil Slick. I'll add that actually. Mountain. Let's do this. Add skipped. Shut up, Doc. Let's see if I can actually find the all printings. Give me the oil slick one. It's easy to find because it's all black. There it is. And add his new card. Force of Will. Another 0-drop counterspell. Force of Will. Yep, that's all for that one. And we have Counterspell, my Secret Lair version. Foil Counterspell. This has got to be in like every Secret Lair, I swear to God. So this is going to be an interesting one. So the Secret Lair on this is 331. Oh, there's so many arts of this. 331, here it is. Foil.
Woo.
Easy one to find at least. Another Oil Slick Island. What do we got after that? Prophet of Distortion. This is an interesting one. I don't know if everybody runs this either. So, Prophet of Distortion allows me to kind of circumvent the death of Jorah. I can, if I have infinite colorless mana, I can just draw my whole deck. That's the idea behind that one. Simple cards. We need different ways to win. Here's Mystical Tutor from that same secret lair that Counterspell was from. Mystical Tutor. You gotta run Mystical Tutor. Even though this isn't really like a instant deck.
I mean, it's 1 mana,
Exactly. Like, you're able to find things to find artifacts. That's usually what I tutor for, is artifact tutors. Or counterspells. I mean... Aetherflux Reservoir, the card that won me my first tournament game.
Yo!
I'm going to get this one signed next time by someone. Someone I'm playing. Hey, you want to sign this? Just sign it for me. I don't care if you're not famous. I just want to remember this moment. Brothers War. So this might actually not be the exact copy I won with, but that's fine. I don't know which one this is. Probably this. Yeah, it's this one. Retract. This is a good card. 1-drop. Return all artifacts you control to their owner's hands. We love to see 1-drops that return all our artifacts to our hands. I don't think that one was reprinted either. We got Spellbook. Infinite hand size. 0-drop.
Spellbook.
Is that the right art? Probably, right? How many times did it get reprinted? Yeah. Here's Thassa's Oracle, finally. The other card that lets me win. How long did it take us to get to that for some reason? Thassa's Oracle. This one is foil. Alright, so we got foil. Alright. I'm surprised they haven't reprinted that a bunch. Cascade Bluffs, Filterland. How many times did that get reprinted? A couple. This is the Commander version. So that's New Capenna, right? Yeah.
Cascade Bluff.
Ooh, this is a nice command tower. I have a couple of like full art crazy command towers, but I like this one the best, I think. This art is from Dominaria Remastered. I got a lot of the Dominaria Remastered collector's packs. I was a big fan of those ones. Where is Dominaria Remastered? Before Doctor Who? Or is this Commander Masters? No, this is the Commander Masters version. I also got a lot of these, to be fair.
Oh! Yeah, that one is epic.
That one is nice looking. Oh, here's a great card. Thoughtseize. What is this? No, Thought Lash. This lets you essentially get rid of your whole deck. I mean, it's one of those cards. And it's an enchantment. So it's kind of off the coattails. Why did I put enchantment? I'm an idiot. Of all of the other, creatures that let you win. You're using an enchantment to essentially get you there. So, blasting the top of your deck. Cumulative upkeep, remove the top card of your deck from the game, whatever. That never actually matters. And you can pay 0 to remove the top card of your library from the game to prevent 1 damage to you. But you don't need to be taking that damage to, use his ability. So you can just pay 0 and get rid of your deck. Pay 0 for, not bad. Not a bad trade-off. We've got Engineered Explosives, 0-drop. It's also, if I have to, I can use it as a board wipe. Engineered Explosives. Why is that so expensive now? What the hell? This is from the Double Masters foil version. Interesting that that's so expensive. Here's Consuming Tide. This is another new card that I added. I don't know if a lot of people use this. Similar to Cyclonic Rift. Consuming Tide.
I feel like is this 4 mana?
Yeah, it's 4 mana.
Yeah, okay.
So this, each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way. So I choose Jorah, I return all my artifacts back, and I play them all again and draw. Definitely some cards I prefer normal over hollow. Yeah, I agree with that. Here's the Strixhaven Blue Sun Zenith. That's a cool looking art.
Blue Sun Zenith.
I do have Blue Sun Zenith in here.
I got Green Sun Zenith. What the heck's a Blue Sun Zenith doing?
Shut up. That was ass. All right.
What the hell's a Zenith? I didn't know that was a category.
Oh yeah, there's one for each. White suns, blue suns, red suns, green suns, black suns. 5 suns. That's what it says in the text.
Oh.
12 or 63. It's this one foil. And Helm of Awakening, another cool full art card here. That art is awesome. It's like a statue.
I've never seen your art. I like the original Helm. I think the classic Helm.
You
looks
like this
funky.
one? Where is it? H, Helm of Awakening. Yeah, this.
Yeah, I like that one. That's like the weirdest looking.
Little like cog mind or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
448. Here we go. And
Makes me think I'm in the Dune universe.
this card's only $1.50, huh? Full art foil, $1.50. That is great. I wanted to see how much this was. It says that it's $1,800.
What?
Says that the whole deck's $1,800.
Oh, that was the
Estimated
last
cost.
card?
That was the last card, yeah. What does it say?
18, yeah.
100.
I'd believe that.
1,800. All those crazy arts and stuff that I got bring me to 1,800. So that is, as of right now, we might come back for another stream with the extra cards that we've added. But yeah, that is it for Joyra. Let's hop over to the professor over here. I want to see what you got cooking with Dina.
Oh, Dina? Dina's pretty epic right now.
Let me see this.
Let me send you. Oh, I sent you the link.
I have it, yeah. Oh, it's on Moxfield. Okay. Let me just...
The Superior.
Yeah, whatever. You have your crazy thoughts. If I do this, is it going to break the whole thing? It might, but let's see. It didn't break the whole thing. Let's go.
So I always just go to Visual View, and then I just go to Visual Grid.
Visual Grid. Oh, this is a good one. It lets everything, lets everything breathe.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Invasion of Ikoria. I mean, that's good for a creature tutor at least.
It's to pull out it's mainly used to pull out Protean Hulk, but
so Dina itself, what is the cards that combo off with her? It's not Veto, right? It's the other two.
no, it's not Veto. It's first you have the Blood right here, Exquisite Blood down there in Enchantments.
Enchantments. There we go. Exquisite Blood. Whenever an opponent loses, you gain. Okay, so and then whenever you gain, your opponent loses with Dina, and that's the whole combo there.
Yep, Gecko's Infinite right there.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. You run a Necropotence in here. That's good. Carpet of Flowers.
You run a lot of things to pull that out of your graveyard.
Okay.
And get it back if people take it.
Wishclaw Talisman also, I think, is really good in this deck. I think this is one of the decks that wants to run it.
Exactly.
Then you got all your artifact, your crazy mana crypts and your mana vaults and all that. I don't think you really do need any more of these artifacts. I think that for this deck, that's good enough. That set is good enough. Because you got all these creatures, these 1-drop creatures, Birds of Paradise, and
I run a ton of mana dorks in this deck. Yeah,
even Elvish Spirit Guide, Delighted Halfling. I forgot about Delighted Halfling that this card exists. Haven't played against it yet.
I've opened an entire box, set booster box. I've opened 3 bundles, and I've bought a bunch of packs from Lord of the Rings. Never once have I opened a Delighted Halfling. I've had to buy it.
That's crazy.
I bought 2 of them.
You know those like booster set packs? What are they called?
Set boosters?
Not set boosters. They're like that pack of cards that like it's a deck starter or whatever.
No, I don't think I've.
It's like a special pack you can get at like Walmart or Target. That's like these are all green cards.
Oh, the color boosters.
Color boosters.
Yes,
Those ones.
Yeah, they did those in the.
I think Lord of the Rings was the last set that did it.
Oh, they did them for Lord of the Rings?
They did, and that's where I pulled my Delighted Halfling from, I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong about that. I am wrong about that. You want to know where I got the Delighted Halfling from?
Where?
The Jumpstart boosters. That's where I got it from. I opened a Jumpstart booster of Lord of the Rings, and I got Delighted Halfling in it.
Let's say that I did those color boosters for the Vampire expansion, Crimson Vow.
Yeah.
And then I also did it for the Werewolf expansion. I forget the name of that one.
I love that set. What is that set called? Midnight Hunt.
Midnight Hunt. I bought a bunch of green for Midnight Hunt from Walmart. Anyway, so let's run through this real quick. So if you look at the creatures running like Allosaurus Shepherd, Staple, some Mana Dorks, Collector Oof just to disable things like Joyra, Dothy.
Here's the thing: we realistically could play against each other. There's at a time there's no more than like 8 to 10 people that are playing the competitive commander tournaments per day at 10 a.m.
Yep,
we could face each other, and this could be a big fucking issue for me.
I run more Artifact Hate than that too. You'll see in a second. Deathrite, Delighted, Destiny Spinner. It's just a can't be countered type deal. It's really important because it says enchantment spells, and obviously Exquisite Blood's an enchantment. It's 5 mana. You don't want that shit getting countered.
Yeah.
Disciple of the Vault is part of the combo.
I love this card so much.
So with this deck, you go Protean Hulk, sacrifice Protean Hulk to summon Disciple of the Vault, Lesser Massacre, Malira, and where's the other guy?
The counter girl. Can't get poisons and can't get -1/-1s.
And then those guys will go infinite of summoning Lesser over and over and over again, and then every time he's summoned, deals 1 damage.
What is that one that lets you bring Lesser Mastercore from the graveyard? One of these cards does it, right?
I know Lesser Massacre does it himself.
Oh, okay. Return to the battlefield when it dies. Yep. Okay, that's why.
Yep. And then Malira allows
doesn't let
no
it be
1/1 counters.
Yeah.
Disciple of the Vault deals the damage.
Whenever an artifact is put into the graveyard. Yep. Okay.
And then Seer is how you keep sacrificing him.
Seer. You need something to sacrifice it. Yep. Okay.
Yep. And those add up to the 6 mana that is needed for Protean Hulk.
Wow. So if you're just able to tutor Protean Hulk, play it.
Yeah, it's an instant win. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
It's exciting to have at least some crazy combo when your regular combo is so boring.
Yeah. Once your regular combo's gone, I guess, right?
Yeah. Eternal Witness, return Exquisite Blood from Graveyard, Haywire Might for some more control, Manglehorn, because fuck artifacts. Opposition Agent, stop the tutors, Orcish Bowmasters because it's insane.
This is also against my deck. This will just fucking kill me. So Flash too. Wow.
Yep. In MTG Arena Online, they took the Flash out. They nerfed it.
Wow, really?
Yep. In the whatever, what is it, Legacy? I don't know what format it's played in, but they took Flash out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vito is just the commander. I don't know if he's going to stay in. We'll see. I like having him in, but again, I have the commander that does that.
Here's the thing. This is my 2 cents for Vito staying in.
All right.
I run certain cards in like other colors. Obviously, I can't really do it. I could actually. There's one card I can think of. Well, not in blue-red. I can think of a couple in black and green, actually.
Mm-hmm.
To put your commander in a zone that you can't return it to your command zone with. Like Oubliette. Phasing out your commander.
That stupid Drake. I forget his name.
$300
Drake.
That as well. This gives you that route. I mean, what else? I guess removal? Like, how much removal do you actually have?
I run Homeward Path.
So you can always get it back, I guess. But if it's in the phase out zone, you can't get it.
Homeward Path won't bring it back?
Not if it's phased out, I don't think, no.
Oh.
Where's Homeward Path? Unless it says something specific about being phased
it's Green
out.
Dragon Inn.
Oh, Green Dragon Inn. That's why I probably can't see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Each player gains control of all creatures they own. Yeah, like, if something's phased out, if they somehow phase out your creatures, with Oubliette is one of the cards that I would use. There's no getting your commander back. And I mean, I guess you have an alternate combo, so it's not like the worst thing in the world ever, but you're going to have to start relying on the alternate combo. I don't know if I've actually seen anybody do that, though. I don't know how viable and how common it really is, because I don't use the colors.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm playing essentially by myself. I mean, anybody else can do whatever they want. If you're about to win the game, that's when I have to jump in and do something. But when I play competitive, it's like I'm sitting here, okay, I will try to win the game. I'm not trying to, pay attention to whatever the fuck you're doing, hoping someone else will deal with that. So it's like, I don't know the meta for being phased out, essentially, is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And it works.
That's just something we'll experience with as I play this deck more.
Yeah, I mean, me too. How many times have I played this? Probably a real, true competitive tournament. I've probably only done 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 to 8 matches. That's all I've ever done. So it's like, I still definitely have a lot of experience to gain and like metas to see, Super is off playing his own game. I realistically am. I mean, within the game, I'm sitting there like everybody's obviously trying to win, but my way of winning is much more detached from everybody else usually. Like, I'm trying to draw to win. People, they're tutoring their libraries, looking for stuff to win and instantly with Thassa's Oracle. But yeah. You being able to tutor out creatures is huge, I think. In green, especially.
Yeah, it is. Brain Spoil under Sorceries.
I love Brain Spoil.
This is a fun card, specifically there to tutor Exquisite Blood. For its transmute cost.
A 3-drop tutor. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Culling Ritual. Again, get rid of all those 0-drop artifacts.
I can't tell you how many times I've used this card and gotten the payoff on it as well. In competitive Commander, it's going to be crazy. Everybody's got their 0-drop artifacts and everything. Against me, it's going to go crazy.
Yep. Demonic Tutor. It's not the art I have, but I haven't updated the arts for this list. Diabolic Tutor, Finale, Green Senate.
You're still running Diabolic Intent, huh?
You don't like that card?
I guess you have a lot of 1-drop mana dorks, huh?
That's the only reason I run it, is because of the amount of mana dorks I have.
I think it's fine then. I think it's good. I think it's 2 mana, right? It's so good for that reason.
It's 2 mana.
Yeah.
Life and Death, very good.
A double-sided card. I'd never see this. All your lands you control become creatures. Return target creature from graveyard to the battlefield. If you lose life, equal to its mana value. I mean, that's pretty good, yeah.
Yep, so that one's really good for...
Gives you 2 spells on one card.
Yeah, I really like that. It's played Death for Protean Hulk. If you can reanimate... if you can... What's the 1 mana Entomb? You Entomb Protean Hulk, and then you cast it for 2 mana.
That is dirty. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So that one's awesome.
Having, 101 cards in your deck as well is, always good. Having the double-sided spells and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And the 1/1 thing's not bad. I mean, you could always tutor that. You could always
sneak around.
With Diabolic Intent. Yeah.
You can... Another thing you could do is sacrifice the lands to Viscera Seer, Scry, see if you get what you need.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. Natural Order.
Great card.
Is a way to get Protean Hulk out for cheaper. Praetor's Grasp is that card I was talking about earlier. This is just Thassa's Oracle target. It
That
should
is
just read.
sick. Oh my gosh. I gotta
Yeah,
remember that. I gotta remember
Yeah.
that.
This card's awesome. It just reads, take Thassa's Oracle out of somebody's deck.
Seriously,
Yeah,
though.
The reason I put this in is because some dude at Tiger's Eye did this against me and took Dakmor Salvage
Dakmor
out of
Salvage.
Gitrog.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
And I cried. Yeah, Reanimate. Again, that's similar to Death. It's pretty much the same thing, but without life.
Death without
Target.
life.
Yeah. Great card. Abrupt Decay for Epic. Can't be countered. Kill something. Ad Naz, the win the
my
game
gosh.
card.
I still need to get this card.
Ad Naz is if you play. I mean, it just reads win the game. I don't know.
The
It's
thing
crazy.
is, I don't play competitive in black. That's the only problem. But
Yeah.
this card's sick.
Assassin's Trophy. This is the new art.
That's a nice
from,
art.
Yeah, from the.
Is it from the
Murders at
Commander
Karlov
deck
Manor.
exclusively, or is it in the set?
I think it's from the Commander set exclusively.
Okay. It doesn't look like it is though. Because
Maybe
like
not.
usually
It doesn't
the Commander
no
set,
promos.
the Commander set usually, first of all, doesn't give the promo.
Yeah.
Secondly, it usually has like a different set symbol. It doesn't have a different set symbol from the main set. This is in standard, I think, which is kind of crazy.
Yes, that is crazy. Golgari was so good. Golgari
It
mid-range
was.
was pretty good in standard
It was
too.
very
This
good,
makes
yeah.
it that much better. Autumn's Veil.
I get
Can't be
Autumn's
countered.
Veil and Veil of Summer confused. Are they like the same thing?
Yeah, they're very similar.
Okay.
They basically do the same fucking thing.
I didn't realize that there was two versions of that card. Essentially, I thought there was only one, and I was like, "Why do I keep forgetting the name of this card?" It's because there's two of them.
Cabal Ritual, Culling, and Dark Ritual get mana.
Yeah,
Dismember, good.
Interesting.
Entomb.
I've never seen this card. This is a cool one. Dismember.
You know where I found Dismember?
Where?
The Gitrog budget list.
Really?
I found this card. Yeah,
This
the
is a cool little
$500
card.
list. $500 budget list plays this, and I said this is epic, so I bought a copy.
That is sick.
I mean, 5 minus 5 minus 5
Kills most things.
Yeah,
Almost
it's
everything.
pretty much. Yeah, exactly. So I really like that card.
Entomb for the big frog.
Yep. Fatal Push is exclusively in here to deal with Orcish Bowmasters, pretty much, and other 2-cost garbage.
I think you could probably upgrade this card.
Really?
I think you could, honestly.
You don't think Fatal Push is good?
I am a Fatal Push hater. I will say.
Well,
I don't think it's all that great.
I mean, I've been in this card was in my hand in tournament, and the creature, I forget what creature I was trying to kill, but it was three mana and I couldn't kill it. And it
That's
just sat
what I'm
there
saying,
and
man.
I couldn't do anything.
It's almost worth it to just run a 2-drop instead.
Yeah,
It really is. Like
That's-
go for the throat. You could even you know what card you could run that's actually really good? Is that card from Zendikar. Destroy target creature, but you lose life equal to its power or its mana cost. What the hell is that called?
Oh,
Feed the rats. Feed the swarm. Feed the swarm. That's what it's called. I can search that up here, right? Feed the swarm.
Feed the Swarm. Where'd it go? Instance.
Here it is. Destroy target
It's a-
creature or enchantment.
It's a sorcery.
Oh, you're right. I forget that it's a sorcery. Still, I mean,
That's yeah.
but my black decks, I usually always run that card.
It's good. I have that and Cut the Throat. I have a couple copies of both of those.
Even go for the throat is
Might
good.
throw
That's you can't kill anything. You can kill anything but artifact creatures, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
what artifact
Yeah.
creature is really winning the game?
They are all over the cost of 2 mana is what I've learned.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
The thing with Fatal Push
restriction.
Fatal Push is just so restrictive.
Yeah, because Drannith Magistrate's 3, right? Or is it? No,
Yeah.
I think it might be 2.
I don't. It might be 2. It might be. I can't remember. I haven't played against that card in forever. Well, I actually played against that card. You know what? Last PAX, I did play against that card.
I think it is 2 mana, so it does kill it. It is also a 1/3 though. So later, when we get to the lands, you'll see it doesn't. One
You
of
have
my
a
lands
land
doesn't
that's
kill
killing
it.
thing? That's crazy.
But yeah. So that
Noxious
one's
Revival
definitely-
is good too. I mean, that's a good card.
Yep. That's a good card. Reign of Filth.
That's an
obviously.
interesting one. I've never seen this card, I don't think.
You have never played Reign of Filth?
No, I haven't. It's so
Dude.
competitive is the thing. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. It's
I never get
win
into the
the game
black
this turn or
competitive.
lose the game.
yeah. Summoner's Pack, I mean, all the creature tutors, you are so set on creature tutors is crazy.
Yeah,
You're going to
thinking
hit
of
one every
taking some
5
out.
cards. No, don't even take them out because all your stuff, like,
Yeah, I mean, I will be able to get that combo out.
and you should. You should go for it. Like, you don't want to play defense. You don't want to play defense.
Mhm.
There's no time to play defense. It's like if you don't play defense on the first turn or two, it's fucking over anyway. So you might as well try to win, you know? Let other people play defense. That's what I say.
Yeah, fuck it. Tainted Pact, same concept. Let other people play defense. Just get rid of your whole deck and win the game.
And
I
get the
really
card
love
that wins.
Tainted Pact in this deck because it's a 1-card combo. Like Tainted Pact and Gitrog hurts because
You have so
You
many cards
can-
you need for the combo, but you can just go for Sanguine Bond with
Exactly.
Tainted Pack turn 2.
Yep, yeah, you just go for blood and that's it. Tamiyo's Safekeeping just gives target stuff indestructible.
That's a great card. That's a great card that came out.
Yeah. Vamp Tutor, Veil of Summer, and then another creature tutor with Worldly Tutor.
That's a good reprint. I'm glad they reprinted that.
You
Here's
got
the
all
money makers
artifacts here.
The money makers, they call these.
Yeah, those are the money makers. Oof.
Your wallet
They
shaking
weren't
for,
cheap, man.
Your wallet shaking for those boys. And then Wishclaw, obviously, but we went over Wishclaw. I really
Yeah.
love Wishclaw in this deck. Some decks shouldn't run Wishclaw. And it's like,
Yeah, I agree.
the thing is, you tutor for the one card that wins you the game. But you do give your opponent the ability to find it. But you have the advantage of,
You
choose the opponent.
believe
Not only do you
choose.
choose, but you have the advantage of having that turn on them as well.
yeah,
So
exactly.
you give it to someone, then you have a turn to essentially respond to what they're tutoring for and stuff like that.
And I've used it. Well, I tried to use it in tournament. I tried to give it to someone for them to find a tutor.
That too, you can make
prevent a guy
deals
from
with it.
winning.
It's a good deal piece to be like, hey, I'll give this to you if you don't fucking kill me.
Yep.
But most of the time in
Yep.
competitive, they're just winning the game anyway, so it's like you are just collateral damage no matter what.
Yeah. Carpet of Flowers. Just some more mana. It's a great card.
That is
I
a good
like it in
card.
green.
Yeah, very good
Uh,
card. It's
Exquisite
good
Blood.
against me. And yeah, here's how you win the game, Exquisite Blood. Yeah.
The combo piece herself right there. Boom.
Necropotent's the way to get it.
Yeah, another just lose the game to win the game.
Yeah. Pattern
Again,
of
this
Rebirth.
is just so it's a 4-mana creature tutor. You just put it on
Put it
any
on
of your
something that
shitty,
dies.
your shitters, and then just kill them off.
Yep.
And it's easier than you'd think to kill them off because
You got a lot of sack outlets.
Dina is a sack outlet herself. People always forget that ability on her. 1 mana, sacrifice a creature.
Yep. Wild growth.
Wild growth.
That's good. I like the wild growth in here. I do. I think that is a good card to have in here.
And then this is where all the money is.
All
in
the money
lands. Baby.
Ancient Tomb. You got all the sacrifice
Bloods.
lands in them too, right?
Yep, I run all of them in here. I'm going to cut some of them, though, because I don't need 33 lands, I think, in this deck.
Probably
But,
not. Yeah, I mean, that's something that you usually figure out by playing too.
Mm,
I mean, how many basics? You only have one of each basic or something?
yeah, for Tainted Pact, I only run
Yeah.
one.
I mean, you can toss things like Blooming Marsh. Like that. If you're going to cut something, cut like Blooming Marsh and It's
So yeah, some of the lands are good. You'll see Bazaiju, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's
He's
a
pretty
good
good,
card.
obviously.
and you got Cavern of Souls too. That's a great card.
Yeah, I got the Cavern of Souls. I also have, you'll see over here,
Lake of the
Glittering
Dead.
Caves of Aglarond.
What is this thing? Oh, Gemstone Caverns.
Gemstone Caverns for the
What the
turn
heck?
0 play.
This guy.
This,
He's
I
going
love this card.
turn 0.
I went to buy this card, Gemstone Caverns, and the guy was like, for 10 more bucks, you can get this one. And I said, all right, okay. I had
You
just
have
watched
sold
the
me,
Lord of the
all right?
Rings movie. They convinced me. Forbidden Orchard, I know we were talking about that one.
Yeah, that's a good
Emergent Zone. I love this is my favorite land.
Oh,
I don't know.
Flash.
I love this card. I don't care how everyone can say it's terrible. I love giving everything Flash is just so epic to me. It makes, even if it's not to win the game, if it's to stop someone else from winning, it's just epic. It's epic sauce. All right, it makes things more fun.
It's a
I
good
love
card.
having this card.
No rebuttal from me. That's a good card.
Green Dragon's in Homeward Path to play around losing your commander, especially when your commander is the combo.
Yeah.
Plus, again, it's the Lord of the Ring art. Lake of the Dead, because it gives you 1,000 mana for free.
Yeah.
Lana War Waste. What's Lana War Waste do? Is it just
1
it's
damage
just
to you, yeah.
mana confluence? And I run every
Same
single
One of the
fetch lands.
fetch lands that search for forest or swamp.
Yep. And then Overgrown Tomb, the dual land.
Phyrexian Tower.
Yep.
Fetch,
All these guys.
and
Twilight
then
Mauer.
Basics. Twilight.
Urza's
Filter.
Saga.
Oh, Urza's Saga. Yeah, that's a good one.
And you don't really need Urza's Saga in this deck, in my opinion, but I paid
You know what's
$200
insane?
for that one single card, so I want to play my $200 card. So I'm putting this in.
I don't think that I said Urza Saga was in my deck. I definitely got to get Urza Saga back in there. What the hell's wrong with me?
Oh yeah, I don't think we saw it.
Yeah, I definitely got to toss this thing in there. I have it. I
You
mean,
should.
it's in a deck. It's probably just, out in the other decks. I got to put them together. I got
Because it's 0 or 1, so that's Sensei's top. That's a tutor for Sensei's
Sensei's
top.
top, Soul Ring. This card is actually needs to be in Jora, obviously. I just got to remember to put it in there.
But yeah, I like this card. Even if it's not the most useful in this deck, I
You
like
still
it.
get whatever it's called.
Here
out
we
there.
have in the sideboard Prismatic Vista and Sylvan Safekeeper. These are cards that are going in. I haven't bought them yet, and I want to remember. I don't want to
To buy
forget to
them.
buy them.
Yeah.
So they're down here. Animate Dead is something I saw in the primer that
That's a
I
good
don't
card,
understand. I don't know. I don't get it.
Why not? You get
What does it
Dina
do?
out of the graveyard.
I can't.
Or you
I've
get,
read the card 100 times. I don't get.
yeah,
what it
so the
does.
card itself is weird. But what it does, it's an enchantment that brings a creature out of the graveyard. That's all it does.
Oh, okay.
You play it, and it brings creatures out of the graveyard. So you can do it with your commander if it's dead. You can do it with Protean Hulk. And get that off.
Oh.
Yeah. So you should definitely run that, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that Prismatic Vista and Sylvan Safekeeper. Once I buy them, I'm gonna cut some of these lands.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I don't think I need all the fetch lands.
Probably not. I mean, I don't even do it. Like,
I only have 4 or 5 targets, so you
yeah,
can actually run out pretty quick.
you do. You definitely do. And I would
I
rather
don't
have
know.
lands that do things compared to just deck thinning, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah, like something like Cabal Pit. I love having Cabal Pit was added in surely based off the people in the Gitrog Discord who put it back into the primer and yell about it every day in the Discord because some people love it and some people absolutely hate it, but it kills Orcish Bowmasters. It doesn't
see.
kill Drannith Magistrate, which for that deck is Drannith Magistrate stops the game. You can't win. But for this deck, it doesn't matter as much, as well as it kills Orcish Bowmasters. It kills this. What's that fucking? What's that stupid white card? I forget what it's called. Like your second card you draw each turn, you're taxed on, kills that thing. So I like it.
Is Mangara the Diplomat? I mean, Gara
Let me look it
taxes
up.
your second card, but I mean, it might not be the same thing you're talking
Let's
about.
see here. Let's see what we got here. No, the guy, he's on it. The art is like some dude on a fucking horse.
It's not a horse.
No, oh, Esper Sentinel.
Esper Sentinel. That thing's crazy. That card is so good.
That one, it kills Grand Abolisher.
Oh my god.
Kills
I hope we don't face those decks. Man.
Recruiter of the Guard. No, sorry. It doesn't kill Ranger Captain of Eos.
Yeah, that thing's a little bigger, isn't it? Like a 4 or something?
It's a 3/3.
Yeah.
But I'm always scared of these, just from...
It's not going to be in every game. Sometimes you just got to, take the L type of deal.
Yeah.
You know? If you face it, you got to hope that everybody else has something to deal with it, because you can't cover all your bases. You can't. It's just impossible. I always will put in cards that I win off of compared to cards that are preventative for a certain type of deck, and it's not an all-round type of interaction, All right, well, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like we might come back before PAX here and give a truly updated list.
Yeah.
But thanks, everybody, for coming out. I think Lyrics is still in chat, hiding there. He might be asleep on the couch at this point or something. But yeah, if you are watching this after the fact, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. We'll see you in the next one.